Okay, fuck the music. We don't need more music. So how we doing, everybody? It's 21 back at it. Um, hold on, give me 1 second. I see we already have a good amount of people in here. It's about the fact stream that just started, so I'd like to thank you all for coming in. Um, I am pinning the link to the Discord in case Carrie wants to come up here and actually talk about what's going on, or anybody else. Because Wafters did a stream denouncing me, but doesn't know how to spell denouncement apparently. Um, so I wanted to talk about a couple things that were going on. The Dashton thing, the big Dashton thing. After yesterday's stream, where I revealed that there was a video of him like fucking with this dying fox. Um, he pretty much got denounced everywhere. Um, Drader kicked him out. Carrie kicked him out. Shanny hasn't said anything about it. I doubt she will because we all know Shanny's a piece of shit. Um, but he's kind of been denounced from the community. Now, what I wanted to say, because I saw Dashton was live and he was crying on stream, saying all this stuff, and it really made me want to say that I didn't want. What I wanted was not for Dashton to get called out and attacked over his videos. I didn't want people going to him, calling him this horrible monster or anything. Like, yes, it's wrong that he did that, but he's also not in a right state of mind. He's obviously very sick. And that was my whole point. I wanted people to leave Dashton alone because I didn't think that he was a stable individual. I think that he should have been left alone to begin with. People should have been able to see that he wasn't quite right in the head, and he should have been left alone. That was my point. Like, don't promote him, and don't attack him either. Just leave him alone, He needs help, and he does not need, especially the low cow community, messing with him. That's how shit gets bad. I mean, there's literally videos of him like harassing strangers on the street. The dude needs to be left alone. He needs help. I don't know what his living situation is. He says at one point that he lives with his mom. Whoever this woman is needs to get her son some help. I've had a lot of people theorize that maybe he doesn't have a mental illness, but he's going through meth psychosis. I don't know. I think he's showing clear signs of schizophrenia. He hallucinates, he has delusions, and when you are an untreated, unwell individual, no, you do not need to be on the internet. Because that's forever. People will see this. People will see you doing things that you don't realize are wrong because you're not mentally all there. He doesn't need to be in a community, especially a community that judges people very harshly. I mean, the moment I found that Fox video and I showed it, people went to him and came and were coming at him, and that's not what I wanted either. Yeah, I'll let you up in a second, Shaw. Um, I there's also been accusations that I've been acting ableist, and I want everyone to know that I don't think that schizophrenics are bad people or they should be isolated or any of that. It's a spectrum. Like it is a spectrum of it's a mental disorder based on a spectrum, and I think Dashton is on a non-functioning end of the spectrum. You can have schizophrenia and be treated and live a long, healthy life. That is not the case for Dashton. He is very sick. He talks about hallucinations, and I think it was very wrong for Carrie to be going and trying to excuse the symptoms as if they're okay. Like, oh, who cares? Who cares? He has an imagination. Hallucinations and delusions are not imaginative creativity. They're horrifying symptoms of a mental disorder, and we should not be praising them. Like she was sitting there saying like, "Oh, I think it's beautiful that he has these visions and then he draws them." No, first off, they're not visions; they're hallucinations. I found a video of him where he was looking out the window saying, "Go away, go away, go away," and there was nobody there. He was just hallucinating, and he titled the video "Stalker at My Window." Today, in his stream, he claims that animals have an afterlife, they get reincarnated, and he knows this because they told him so. The animals spoke to him. He spoke to them telepathically. They spoke to him in his mind, and they told him that he was that reincarnation is real, and they'll be all reincarnated. That's not okay. That's not normal. And to compare it to your OCD, and then Carrie says, "Oh well, I used to believe things that weren't real due to my OCD." No, 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 no. As someone with OCD, it is nowhere close to paranoid delusions and hallucinations. Like that statement itself is fucking ableist. Not to mention, you also claimed that due to my own autism, that I should be more empathetic towards people with mental illnesses. Autism is not a mental illness. Like that is so ignorant to say. I am not mentally ill due to autism. Now there are people who are on the lower functioning end of autism that don't function as mentally well as other people, but autism itself is not a cause of mental illness. It is so ignorant for you to come in here and say this shit and then try to villainize me for saying that a guy who is very clearly suffering from a mental problem shouldn't be in this community where people with mental issues get bullied and harassed all the time. Like you were promoting him when he had videos on his channel hurting animals, and she claimed that she didn't see the Fox video till yesterday, which is true. I didn't find it till yesterday. I found it live. However, I told her there were other videos. There were other videos, like where he killed that mouse with a cup and then played with a dead body. I told her that. I showed multiple clips of that, and she purposely went out of her way to avoid it. She's like, "Why is 21 covering Dashin? Why is 21 covering Dashin? Dashin's so nice. He didn't do anything wrong." Meanwhile, I was showing videos of him like harassing people, harassing little kids in the street, screaming at them. Apparently, there was one video where they were chasing this guy who punched his friend, and the guy claimed that Dashin hit him with his car, and he was screaming for help. And it's like, Carrie, all you have to do is say, "I'm sorry, I was wrong. You should have done your research. I told you to do your research, and you didn't do shit about it." Like, and honestly, I want everyone to leave Dashin alone. Don't talk to him. Don't don't harass him. Don't promote him. Just leave him alone. You know, it's not like I'm trying to isolate him from friends. This is a fucking YouTube community, okay? It's it, you get to choose whether or not you enable this type of thing. And to put it any other way is kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I have Shaw in the back. Let me go ahead and get that going. I need to get my window capture. Do I have? I might be able to. He does have a very large um, the digital footprint. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like Carrie should know better. Okay, let's see. Hey, Shaw.
Hey,
Okay, I think everybody can hear you. What's up?
can y'all hear me? Oh, no, I am someone who has had experience with a person who has schizophrenia or had schizophrenia. It was actually my ex-brother-in-law. and he had what is known as paranoid schizophrenia. He had hallucinations. He was both auditory and visual hallucinations. This guy, when he was untreated, would break into, because me and my ex-husband, we did live with his family for a little while we were married. He would break into our bedroom at like 4 o'clock in the morning, saying how we were talking about him. And we're both like, dude, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Mike has to be up in about a couple hours. Why would we be up talking about you? And he had to be 5150. He had to go be on a 72-hour hold in a mental health facility where he did get on the proper medications. And when he came home, he was fine. He was, just acting he wasn't having his hallucinations. He wasn't seeing things, he wasn't hearing things, and things like that. But as time went on, he started doing it again. And it ended up with us having to again call authorities to come get him, to take him back to the mental health facility. Because, I mean, it actually wound up with, him threatening to stab my ex husband. And he, went back to the mental health facility and he came back home. And I was sitting and, I was doing laundry. He was sitting in the laundry room because that was where they did a lot of their smoking because that's where the back door was. So they prop open the back door. That's where they'd smoke. So he was sitting back there smoking. I was there, putting laundry in the dryer. And I asked him, I was like, well, what happened? You were doing really well. And then all of a sudden you started backsliding again. And he told me, he said, he thought he was cured. And so he stopped taking his medication. And I was just like, dude, you can't cure schizophrenia. It is something that you've just got to treat, but it's not something that can be cured. And he unfortunately did tragically pass away at an early age, but up until then, he doing his medication, doing his treatment, he was doing perfectly well. And also knowing someone who also has schizoaffective disorder who has hallucinations as well, it it boggles my mind how Carrie is essentially taking someone who has a severe mental illness, clearly has a severe, is clearly mentally unstable, and she is just using that person to turn you into the villain of her story, which just it blows my fucking mind. It pisses me off
Yeah, I wanted to go over
because
the
it's
post
like,
she did today too. Um,
because I mean, it's just like this is a serious mental disorder. You couldn't have just quietly removed Ashton from your community, implored him to seek some therapy, seek some treatments. No, you had to blow this up into a huge thing just to make 21 the villain of your story. And who else makes everything about them? I'll give you a hint. Her name starts with an S and ends with a Hanny.
hmm.
You're
I also
turning into
wanted.
the cow, swiftly turning into the fucking cow you cover, Carrie.
Oh yeah, she's been doing that for a long time.
Yeah. But this is just
Um,
maximized.
I also wanted to say, there were people who were claiming ableism on this. If anything I said made you think that, or if anything I said came off as ableist or anti people with schizophrenia, I am sorry. That is not what my intention was in the slightest. I didn't want this to blow up like this. I wanted it to be a small community tab post. I made a community tab post, and I hoped that they would go, okay, maybe you have a point. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, look
And
who's in the chat,
yep,
by the
Carrie's in
way.
the chat. Carrie, the link is in. The link is here if you want to come up.
Come
But
on
if Carrie
up.
comes up, I might kick you off.
No, I'll duck out myself.
But like
But
my my my
here's the thing. Oh, sorry. I was
I
gonna say, you can be a mental health advocate and still be able to point out when people's mental disorders are an issue. When I personally say that I am a mental health advocate, it means that I promote good mental health. I want mental health services to be readily accessible and available to everybody. It does not mean that I'm going to sit there silently and not say something when someone is clearly mentally unstable and doing things to harm other people, harm animals, and potentially harm themselves. It's the same
Carrie,
reason why. Because go ahead.
I did a stream on it because you did a stream on it. You did a stream calling me out, calling me this horrible piece of shit for calling out Dashton. So I did a stream to show my evidence. You blew this out of proportion. You did a whole post calling me out on the fucking community tab post. Like, come on, man. And I'm sorry if there are people who don't think that he has schizophrenia and is just a creepy asshole, but like Maximum said. But I genuinely think that like this isn't just normal. Oh, he's a creep and an asshole. Like he is exhibiting symptoms. He has hallucinations. He has delusions. This is not normal. This isn't just, oh, he's an asshole who does asshole things. I don't think he's living in reality. Like he said that there are animals who come to him and tell him that reincarnation is real, and that he says that they telepathically talk to him. That is not normal. That is a symptom of a mental disorder.
I do want to address Built to Spill's comment. They said, "Why can't he be part of the community because he is suffering and needs help?" This is not the community to get help. The lolcow reaction community is not the place to get help for mental disorders. It
This is
is
a
a
toxic
toxic
community.
fucking cesspit.
Yeah.
It is
Also,
a
Carrie, you're
toxic
right.
fucking cesspit.
You're right. I forgot. I did talk about that community tab post on my stream, which I wanted it just to be a little thing. I just wanted it to be. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted people. I just wanted to get the message out there. I didn't want it to get blown up and out of proportion. And I really wish that you had just listened and understood and done your own research. Like you didn't even have to
You,
listen to me. You could have just gone to his channel and found this out yourself.
you didn't have to do an entire fucking stream about it. You could have just looked at what 21 said. You didn't even have to acknowledge 21. You didn't have to acknowledge that 21 was the one that gave you this information. You could have just quietly went and looked at his channel, found the evidence for yourself, and then quietly just be like, "Man, you need to get some help. You
Carrie,
need
you
to get
said
some
that
help."
you say that I didn't know about the video till yesterday. That's true, but I knew about other videos. I had seen several videos up to that point of him hallucinating, harassing people, killing a mouse with a cup, and then playing with the corpse. And I told you this. I specifically told you this, and you ignored it. And Carrie, if you're gonna fucking talk all this shit and try to defend yourself, come up on panel. I'm really sick of having to fucking listen to you. You block me in your chat, and everybody and everywhere else I fucking go, you make sure I'm blocked so that I can't argue for myself. And then you expect to be able to come here and just fucking say all this in the chat. Come on up.
Yeah, I'll duck out. No problem.
And Maximum, I'm not even trying to like. I don't think Dashin is a monster. I think that he's genuinely showing symptoms. Like I don't. You threw a fit because I didn't credit you. I'm saying that you got your information wrong. You could like if you had just said the thing about the Fox video and not said a word about me, that would have been fine. But you were like, "Oh, Wafters found it," after talking about how big of a piece of shit I am for calling out Dashton.
See, Harry, with you, it's not the content. Someone could tell you something is going. You did the same shit with fucking Kratos. You did the
Yep.
same thing with fucking Kratos. someone you didn't like gave you fucking information about someone in your community who had issues, and you defended them for a whole fucking year until you could use that to talk about somebody else. You're doing the same goddamn thing. It is not the content. You could care less about the content. The only thing you care about is the source. The content could be correct, but the source is what your issue is with. Because the source was 21, you couldn't just quietly look at it yourself. You couldn't quietly look at it yourself, do your own research, and come to your own conclusion and then quietly remove him.
But
No,
just a
you
couple
had
minutes
to
ago, when you called James a
fucking
bitch, it hit me
do,
differently.
you
Like,
had
I
to
feel
fucking pitch
like,
a fit because someone said something bad about somebody that was in your community. But no, you couldn't just go look at it yourself.
Thank you, Pagan, for becoming a member. Real quick, I want to say, Carrie, you don't know what mental illness is. You compare Dashian's hallucinations and delusions to your OCD and anxiety disorder, and then you compared it to my autism. You have no place to talk on mental illness whatsoever. You are an idiot. And yes, when I finally proved that he was delusional and was doing horrible things, you were sitting here like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you shouldn't be saying this about him. I mean, I'll remove him from the community and call him a piece of shit, but you shouldn't have said this because he's schizophrenic. And I'm saying an untreated schizophrenic person should not be in this toxic ass community. No, this is not a
No,
good community. This is a community where people go to laugh at people like him.
I
And
mean,
I
and
want him.
it's exactly the reason why we didn't want Will in this fucking community having anything
Yep.
to do with this community.
Yep.
It's why all of the other reaction channels who react to Shanny did not want to bring Will up to talk, because this is not the place for him to be processing his fucking childhood trauma. That was my phone, sorry. But this is not the place for people who have mental disorders and mental illnesses to come to, especially someone who is clearly mentally unstable.
He took his
Re-
computer and recorded a window and was saying, go away, at nobody there, and then he uploaded it and said that there was a stalker at his window. Dude was
maximum
hallucinating.
maximum maximum slack. He's been fucking with 21 for over 10 years.
Yeah, the dude has videos showing his symptoms for over a decade on YouTube. There's been a long time debate about whether Von Helton is schizo or just lying. Even he isn't as strange as Dashton. Yeah. I don't think he's LARPing. He's been at it for a long time, man.
That is a long fucking LARP, maximum slack. That is a over a decade fucking LARP.
That could just be drug psychosis. Honestly, I've thought the same thing. But even then, if he was having drug psychosis, he still shouldn't be here. Like,
Yeah.
like psychosis in this community is how people record you and then make fun of you for money. My whole thing was I wanted him to be left alone. I didn't want this to blow up. I wanted him to be left alone. I wanted you to stop platforming him, stop promoting him. Like you were promoting a person with animal abuse on their channel. Like, and Carrie, please come the fuck up. For some reason, Mousy is in my fucking Discord right now, but not you. Like, you don't even have to fucking come to my Discord. You know how to fucking DM me. But if you're gonna sit here
God, you
and
you have Draven's ass gerbil in your Discord. Oh my
yeah, she
god.
just yeah she joins every fucking time I drop the link. Did anyone report the sick fuck to the police? I didn't call the police. It is an old ass video. I don't feel comfortable calling the cops on him. It is an old video. I mean we have reported it to YouTube.
Maximum,
I don't think it'd be a
hold
good
on,
idea.
maximum slack. Maximum slack. Tell me, do you believe that Shani is faking her disorders? Do you believe that Shani is possibly a narcissist? Do you laugh at people who call Shani a narcissist? Do you join in on it? Do you join in on people saying that she doesn't truly have osteoarthritis or MS or BPD or anything like that? Do you? Well, maybe you should stop diagnosing her about things you don't even know about.
Tina, that's a great point. There could be many things wrong. We don't know what it is, but the point is that he shouldn't be here for his own protection and the protection of others. He's acted very hostile towards other people, like literally just like homeless people on the street, his own neighbors. He's gone after his own neighbors, fucking freaking out and screaming on camera. Like he doesn't need to be in this community. We're here to laugh at fucking lol cows. We don't need vulnerable people who will get harassed here. Like normal people, like I shouldn't say normal. That no, that wasn't the right wording. Able-minded people, people without some kind of mental issue, they get harassed on here.
Oh, and also, just to clarify, autism is not a mental illness. Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder. So, Carrie, you can take that comparison between schizophrenia and autism and shove it straight up your ass.
Yeah, that is fucking stupid. That shit is straight up ableist. Yeah, notice how Carrie's fucking gone now that there are people in the fucking chat going off about this.
Yep. Back to the hug box.
Back to the hug box. She's such a pussy, she won't actually come at me.
Now,
I'm not even trying to diagnose him. I'm just saying he's showing symptoms of a disorder and he should be left alone.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a diagnosis to say, hey, they show symptoms of this disorder. We do it all the fucking time with Shani. Why is this fucking different?
I mean, my big thing is he needs to be left alone. That's. I'm sorry if I've offended anybody by. I'm sorry if I've been unknowingly ableist or anything like that. I don't mean to
21, it
be
is not
ignorant.
ableist. It is not ableist to encourage someone to not be in a toxic community when they are clearly mentally unstable. That's not ableist.
What do you want Carrie to do? Why only her? Well, I didn't call out just Carrie. I told everybody who's been promoting Dashin. I just found out recently that Drader was supporting Dashin, but Drader kudos to Drader. He also um he also blocked Dashin once he saw everything that had come out about him. I just wish more people would do their research. Like,
but the issue here is that out of all the people that 21 tagged in their original post saying, hey, maybe you need to take a look at this guy. Carrie was the only one who decided to raise a stink about it.
yeah.
Nobody else.
Like, she was defending the symptoms.
We haven't seen Shani do one thing or the other. We haven't seen Shani do one thing or the other. But all the other people, like Drader and shit, they didn't say shit. They just blocked him, took him out.
Yeah. But Carrie did a whole stream defending Dashin. She was talking about how his symptoms, his hallucinations are beautiful, his delusions are normal. Because I also had delusions during my OCD, and who are you to talk about schizophrenia? You have autism. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, and by the way, just in case anybody's watching, I do have both of those streams downloaded, so there's really no point in dirty deleting. Because they're already gotten. Sorry.
And I mean, it's not just the animal abuse videos. I mean, those were fucked up. It's like the worst shit he's put on here. But I think he did it because I think he did those videos because he's not in touch with reality. That was one of my big points. He needs to be left alone. Like, end of story.
Aww. Aw, Carrie responded to my community tab post. How adorable.
Carrie,
She
come the
can't come
fuck
on
up on
here
panel. Come the fuck up on panel.
to read this for everybody in the audience.
By the way, thank you, Tater
Because I
Tot, for subscribing. Go ahead.
so let me just read my original community tab post. I said, Carrie is now using Dashin to make 21 the villain in her story. Was it impossible for you to just quietly remove Dashin as a mod? You had to make a spectacle out of it? Make it all about you instead of about a mentally unstable man who desperately needs mental health and treatment? No, wonder who else makes everything about herself. Name's on the tip of my tongue. Starts with an S. Right, Shani. She makes everything about herself too. And Carrie responded with this. 21 is the one who made a spectacle. If 21 didn't want to make it a spectacle, they could have easily reached out privately. Bitch, you have them blocked everywhere.
What? What the
You
fuck
have
do you mean
20 you have
privately?
21 blocked everywhere. Don't put that on me. 21 made it public. I just responded. 21 made it about me. I just responded. You can try to twist it, but that's what happened. I addressed it because I had to, because 21 turned it into a situation where it was a problem having Dashton in the community. If you want to pitch a fit about it happening publicly, you could take it up with the person who decided to single Dashton at, that's supposed to be out, not at, and call for him to be kicked from the community. Who is making 21 a villain here? You are such a hypocrite, Shaw. Oh, thank you. I've been called worse. Begging for 21 to post Rev's dick pics in your Discord? Bitch, you do not get sarcasm. Like you don't understand that would be revenge porn. I've already seen his dick, man. Anybody who's seen the Only Fupa content has seen his dick. Stop acting all high and mighty like you haven't had all kinds of gross behavior in your past as well. What was your excuse? And if you didn't watch my stream, why are you saying I'm making a spectacle trying to make 21 a villain? Because I hear about it in fucking Discord, bitch. I don't watch your fucking streams. You're goddamn boring. So you were just pulling shit out of your ass then? Please explain what it is I said wrong of you and didn't even watch it. You didn't say anything wrong of me, bitch. You didn't say anything wrong with me. My point was that you never cared about the content. Because when 21 made her original community tab post, all she asked was, hey, take a look at this guy. He's probably got some undiagnosed mental disorders. He's clearly mentally unstable. Maybe you shouldn't be promoting him. And she cannot contact you because you have her blocked everywhere. How is she supposed to contact you privately when you got her blocked everywhere?
Yeah. By the way, real quick, thank you, Isabella Rose, for the 149 super sticker. Um, but yeah, honestly, whether or not you believe Dashton has a mental disorder, whatever, I don't care. Just leave him alone, please. Just leave him alone. He needs to be left. He needs to just be left alone. His family needs to help him. He needs to not be in any of these communities. That's my point. If you are a schizophrenic person and you are getting the help you need and you are in a stable state, that's fine. But if you're unmedicated and attacking animals, then yes, that is an issue. I mean, Dashton admitted live today that he got his own pet bird killed because he let it play with his cat because they were trying to be friends. And then he talked about how these animals were speaking to him telepathically. Like, it's not
It
great.
could be a big ass fucking lark maximum slack, or it could actually be a genuine mental disorder. Don't know. But if it is a genuine mental disorder, this is not the fucking place. This is not the fucking community. It's a spectrum, you fucking piece of shit. That's what we're saying.
Yes,
It is a
schizophrenia is a
fucking
spectrum.
spectrum. There are
He's
people who can
obviously
have schizoaffective and full-blown schizophrenia and not be medicated and still not hurt an animal. That happens. It is a fucking spectrum. Just like every person who has autism does not need to be living in a group home under the care of a guardian. There are many people who have autism who are on the autism spectrum spectrum who are very high functioning.
Schizophrenia is not a spectrum. Schizophrenia is absolutely a spectrum.
It
Fucking
is a
Google it,
spectrum,
dude.
and there are many different types of schizophrenia. You can have paranoid schizophrenia, you can have catatonic schizophrenia, you can have disorganized schizophrenia. There are many different types of schizophrenia, and it is on a fucking spectrum.
Yeah, please don't be spreading misinformation like that in my chat. Because it absolutely is a spectrum.
Dude,
There are.
it
Oh,
is.
God. Anyway, yeah, Carrie, if you're gonna fucking talk shit and act like this is my fault and that I'm some big villain who's ruining your fucking community, then come the fuck up here and talk about it. No, you only talk to me in the places where you can control the narrative, you can control the information being displayed, you can threaten to kick me for saying what you don't want me to say. You're a pussy.
Here we go. Let's read this. Let's read this directly from Google. Because unlike you guys, I know how to use Google. Yes, schizophrenia is considered a spectrum disorder, meaning it's a range of conditions with varying symptoms and severity, encompassing schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, schizophreniform disorder, delusional disorder, brief psychotic disorder, and schizotypal personality disorder, all characterized by a disconnection from reality. These related disorders share features like hallucinations, delusions, and disorganized thinking, but differ in duration, intensity, and presence of mood episodes.
But yeah. Um
Mm.
but Carrie, I straight up told you about the mouse video and all the other shit he had done, and you didn't listen. And then when something you couldn't ignore came up, you still try to call me out, saying that I'm horrible and I'm going against mentally ill people. Like, notice how the only person I'm fucking calling out for this type of shit is Dashton, who shows obvious signs of it and was harming animals. That's it. I don't give a fuck about your basic ass fucking OCD and anxiety disorder, okay? I don't. I have OCD. I have the fucking anxiety disorder. I got the fucking autism, which isn't a mental disorder, you dumb bitch. He's been built to spill. He's been doing this for like 11 years. He's been posting videos like this for 11 years, talking about visions and hallucinations and delusions and all this. He's been talking about that for a long time. I don't
And
think it's a lark.
it's very tragic that the people who are involved in his life are enabling him, honestly. They're
And
enabling his behavior.
and one could say, oh, it has nothing to do with schizophrenia. He just hurt those animals by being a psycho. But I genuinely think he's not in a right state of mind, and it affected his decision making. I think he needs, and I think the community does not need to be in this dude's life. It,
No, it doesn't.
no, not in the
This is a
slightest.
toxic cesspool.
And Carrie, you were warned. Once again, you were warned. And what did you do? You called all of us horrible, and then almost immediately it backfired on you.
Yeah. And again, that's why I say it's never the content of what is shown to her. It is the source. If someone in her is someone that she likes and she looks up to and she, you know, just kisses her ass all the time, if that person had shown her this, she would have been appalled. First take, she'd been like, "Oh my god." But because it came from you and you're the
Right.
villain of her story, she's
I warned
she's
her.
got to try and she's got to turn around.
Dude, like, nobody had even come to her about Kratos yet. She was going to be warned about it in email, which apparently she just never got that email. I call bullshit. I came to her about Kratos, and I straight up tried to say, deal with this. Deal with this. And she freaked out and defended Kratos for a year. Now she calls out Kratos all the time with the same evidence that I gave her. She's literally played Jewel streams trying to call out Kratos just because Kratos is now in a different community. Carrie doesn't give a
That's,
fuck about anything. She has no fucking integrity whatsoever.
but Isabella does make a good point. There's a very high correlation between serial killers and harming animals.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel bad for
And
Dashin
this,
because I saw him crying
yeah,
on stream, and I was like,
yeah.
this
I
isn't what
I
I wanted.
mean, I feel bad for him too. Trust me, I do. But I'm also not going to say that he should be just allowed into a toxic cesspool community.
Yeah. Okay, Slack.
Maximum Slack
You
just
you
you
have no dude. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say to that. Like you have no nuance to what I'm trying to say in the fucking slightest.
this Maximum Slack is starting to sound like when Mundane Matt was trying to sit there and say that someone was trolling him for 10 years.
I'm gonna time me out for now. Like you and we've straight up been hitting you with facts about stuff, and you just sit here like, nope, that's not true. It's not a spectrum. It's not a this. It's not a that. Like you can go on timeout, dog. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, we
moving.
can't we can't we can't tell anybody else what to do. However, we can bring it to their attention, and what they decide to do with it is their own decision. But Carrie decided to try and turn this. She was defending him. She was defending, and I have that stream too. I have that. I have both the stream where you were defending Dashton, and then this morning stream, which of course I didn't watch, but hey, got it for posterity's sake. Um, but shit, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're good.
Does your brain ever randomly do that dial up noise? Yeah, that's when my brain's
Every
doing right now.
stream, every fucking stream. Here, let's go ahead and play what Carrie actually had to say. Let me
Oh,
um let me let me pull it up for you and actually share it in the chat.
and if Carrie decides to private it, I can always just send the file that I have to 21.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I want to go over what she actually had to say because she had a lot of ignorant things to say about this. Like she compares schizophrenia to my autism. She claims that the hallucinations are beautiful. She compares she literally glosses over the fact that I said that he killed a mouse with a cup and then played with the dead body. Like she was just
I
doing
have
all this stupid shit.
I have a friend that, and it's the same one that I've talked about before on my stream. She has schizoaffective disorder. She does have hallucinations, and they terrify the fuck out of her. They terrify the fuck out of her. She has this one that she sees all the time that's like this lady that has like no eyelids or something.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
And
I'll bet
it's
money on
Oh
it
just
wait, hold
right
up. We're
now.
getting a super
it's
chat.
scary.
Edweevil 1990 super chatted $4.99. I think Carrie missed her calling as a politician. The way she constantly pivots on things and isn't very smart would fit well in this country.
Yep, Carrie.
Oh,
Carrie should go over to Florida with what's his name? Who was the Ron DeSantis? She wanted to vote for. Go be friends with Ron DeSantis. You'll do great in politics, Carrie.
actually, please don't come to Florida. We're fucked up enough as it is.
See, that's where she's from. Maybe that's why she's so fucked up.
Yeah, but I'm from Florida. Does that mean I'm fucked up too?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, board house nun. I don't think he's even aware of his own behaviors, but even if he's not aware of his own behaviors, he should not be in this community because somebody would have found him sooner or later. Now it makes sense. Yeah, I'm fucked up. I'm from Florida. But somebody
well,
would have
here's the
found
thing.
him sooner or later, and it would have been a lot worse because they wouldn't have been, showing his behaviors as a plea for him to get some mental health help and to get out of this toxic ass fucking community. It would have
Here's the
been
thing.
someone who, yeah,
This isn't this first time getting covered. I was sent videos about him. Other people have already covered him in the past. Honestly, he's lucky that he hasn't, that people don't fucking treat him like fucking Cyrax or something. Or Cyrax is a piece of
yeah,
shit who deserves everything that comes to him. But like, when you have someone who will react crazily to things, like I guarantee if someone did something fucked up to Dashin, that would be an insane video. And that causes people to do fucked up shit over the internet. The dude's vulnerable. He needs to be left alone. He's already been covered. He doesn't need people who already laugh at people that aren't okay. And like Carrie was promoting him to the lolcow community. That's like fucking showing. I mean, that's like fucking throwing a bone at a pack of dogs.
I mean, it was disturbing enough when he cut his own pubes and stuck them on an Omni doll.
Yeah, she thought that was funny.
It was disturbing enough when he pissed on an effigy of Omni. I'm
And
just
then he
like, how long
pretended
is
he wanted people to
how?
believe he was cutting his own blood, cutting into himself to spill blood on it. Like he did a
Yeah,
blood
and it's like,
ritual.
my one thought was, how long is it going to be before this guy somehow manages to get to where Omni lives and starts wearing his skin?
Like, by the way, he's cut off his pubes and stuck them on an Omni doll twice now.
Yeah.
Carrie's lucky that he didn't fucking piss on it on stream. Oh god! And then he did a fake. He didn't. I thought it was real at first because I didn't want to watch it all the way through. All I saw was red liquid and him jamming a knife into his arm, and that like really upset me. So I didn't want to watch the full thing. But he was it was fake blood, but he was still like on camera pretending to slice open his own arm, and he was like whimpering and crying while he did it, and then he spilled it all over this doll. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Also, Omni is not back. He's
No.
this is a very old video.
Yeah. But
And
it's
it's like
just like
it's a piece of paper
those
with Omni on it, and he cut off his own pubes, pissed on it, and then did a fake blood ritual.
and it's I mean, he clearly has no issues with unfortunately going IRL because he is chased down, screamed at, and harassed people in real life,
Including children. He has screamed at children on the
including
street.
children. But I mean, even though I do feel for him being an obviously untreated, mentally unstable person, he scares me
I feel
because
really
it's just
bad for
like,
the guy.
I feel bad for him too, trust me, I do, but it still terrifies me because I'm just like, if he's capable of doing that to just random people he finds around his town,
He's
what is stopping
uploaded
him from doing something IRL to people he becomes obsessed with online?
he's uploaded videos of himself driving around and harassing people on the street and screaming at people. And he's also uploaded videos of him doing that, which follows with somebody punching him in the face and he starts bleeding from his eye. He uploaded a video where his friend was getting beat up by somebody, and the guy claims that he did that because they were trying to hit him with his car. And the guy who got beat up told him in the video, "Go get the car. We're chasing this guy." And they ended up chasing him on foot, and the guy was screaming for help the whole time until they eventually got to somebody's house and they called the cops and an ambulance showed up. And I think the guy got away after screaming for help. But that's literally like the shit Dashin's done on YouTube. He's not well. This
No,
isn't LARPing. He literally like
he's
there's a guy who
definitely
claims that
not
he hit him
well.
with a car. Like
Definitely,
I'm
definitely, definitely, Dashin, if you ever see this, I am imploring you. I am deeply, heartfully imploring you to please seek mental health help. The
Well, it's
behaviors
all
you are exhibiting are concerning. They are, quite frankly, terrifying.
yeah.
And you definitely need to stop coming into this community because it is not the place for you to get the proper help that you need.
It is a very good way for you to get antagonized.
Yes. And you don't need to be antagonized. You need to seek therapy, medication, some type of mental health help. I am imploring you. We're not doing this stream to be mean to you. We're not doing this stream to make people, go to your channel and harass you. If anybody that watches 21 goes to his channel and harasses him, y'all fucked up. Just
Yeah, I've already seen a couple. Whoa, my cat has jumped on my chair. I've already seen a couple people from the Carrie community going in his chat and going after him, and it's like, no, no, no. This is not someone who understands. Just stop, you know.
if you're gonna go into his chat and say anything, then just say, dude, you need to get some help.
Like,
You definitely you need to go and seek some type of possibly intensive inpatient therapy.
yeah. Like he explained that he wanted to keep the fox as a pet. And it's like, no, that's not good. That's not good. You shouldn't be doing
For
that.
one thing, a fox is a wild animal, and I think in order to have a fox as a pet, you have to have some sort of special license or something. Because I do know
You have to
I
actually know
have
what you're
seen
doing.
channel. Yeah, you have to actually know what you're doing. Built to spill, he could have, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't still encourage him to continue to seek mental health help and to
Even if he
continue to
has gotten
seek
help,
treatment.
he's obviously not in a state where he no longer needs it.
Yeah, he still definitely needs it. Because again, just like I said at the beginning when I first got on, my brother-in-law, now my ex-brother-in-law, but he passed away before we got divorced, but my brother-in-law had paranoid schizophrenia. And he stopped taking his medication and dropped right back down to where he was where he was hearing and seeing things. He was having auditory and visual hallucinations. And it took us having to have him 5150'd again for him to understand that it's not something that you can cure. It's something that needs to be treated.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when he was under treatment, he was fine. When he was taking his medication, when he was doing the treatment that was prescribed him, he was fine. But when he stopped that treatment because he thought he was cured, he started doing the exact same thing he did again. But just because he may have sought help before, that doesn't mean we should not continue to encourage him to continue to seek help.
Right. All right, real quick, I want to show the insensitive shit that Carrie had to say about this.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and play that.
Can you see it better? No, that doesn't make a difference. Oh, I know why. Hold on, maybe if I do like this. No, that didn't help at all. All right, forget it.
Moments, I'll post them to my channel.
It's not gonna matter, so might as well just do that. Yeah. All right.
Real quick, keep in mind this is before Carrie saw the Fox video, so she didn't know about that yet. I really really wish she had done her own research. Like,
Yeah.
it's been several times now where other people have had to go and find shit out about her mods and then bring it back to her, just for her to ignore it and call them pieces of shit for even calling them out. So
yeah.
Says, in all seriousness, I think Carrie, Hussey, and Shani need to stop promoting Dashton. The poor guy is showing symptoms of schizophrenia, hallucinations, delusions, childlike silliness, poor judgment, and I think he needs to stop being promoted for people to see. He uploaded himself cutting his own pubic hair and crushed a mouse with a plastic cup, then kept it and put it next to a taxidermied mouse doll and shows off drawings of severe hallucinations. This is why I stopped covering him. I don't think he's well. I think everybody should leave him alone and stop acting like he's well enough to be in the community. Don't think.
How is that not an appropriate response to seeing a video of someone crushing a mouse with a cup and then playing with its corpse? Like, why does she act like that's normal? That's animal abuse. That's so weird. Why does she?
Yeah.
Why does she treat that like it's not something to call out? Could you imagine if I did that? I would never
Could
be
you
able to
imagine
fucking
if,
come back.
can you imagine how she would have just absolutely been appalled if Shani had crushed one of her cats and showed it on. I was appalled when Shani took the picture of her fucking dead guinea pig and posted it on her community tab. I was fucking appalled about that. Can you imagine how appalled Carrie would have been if someone like Shani had crushed one of her cats and then showed it online?
Like, he was trying to catch the mouse and he crushes it with a cup. And you can literally hear the neck snap. It just dies instantly. And he picks it up and he shows the body off on camera and it's all, oh, this, that, this, that. It's on one of my old streams. It's not up anymore because Dashton took it down. But, like, he was playing with it. He put it next to a taxidermy doll. Like, he was playing with his dead mouse.
Yeah. And it's
And
like,
she acts like it's normal.
I'm the type of person, we do have, because, I live in the woods in Florida, so we do have mice, and since it's colder, they're starting to come into our house. So Mama Shaw put out a bunch of traps. I'm the type of person where I can't even go look at the traps. Like, she'll ask me to, like, go check the traps. I'm like, oh no, that's your thing. I can't look. I can't even look at the mouse traps. I'm just like, no, that's your thing, Mom.
Yeah. But, like, picking it up and playing with it, that is crazy.
No, I couldn't do that.
And Carrie just acts like this is normal, like it's okay. Like, she bases your worth and your actions on how much you like her. If I had done that, if I had uploaded a video of myself cutting off my pubes and slapping it on like one of my action figures, she'd play that every day. That'd be like in the corner of every stream playing on well, she says, by the way, if 21 ever wants to say anything about me, remember this. Remember this.
Yeah. Hell, they make fun of you for doing stop motion animation.
Yeah, let's fucking stop motion is, oh, you're being childish and playing with dolls. Meanwhile, Dashton was literally gluing pubes to a doll meant to be a real person.
Which is, again, why I've been saying this recently, is that Carrie doesn't care about the content. She cares about the source.
Yep. She has no fucking integrity.
If the source was somebody that she hates, then it's appalling and disgusting and needs to be called out. But if it's someone that she likes, then it needs to be defended. It's beautiful. It's just creativity.
Yeah. It gets worse from here. It gets worse.
Yeah.
I'm
having to unmute the stream every now and then because it's echoing.
No, it's okay.
To be in the community. What? What the fuck are you talking about, 21?
What the fuck are you talking about? She just read out loud that he crushed a mouse with a plastic cup and played with its corpse, and she's like, what? How is that weird? How is that weird? What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Number one, you're not a fucking doctor. So you need to stop with this. You think he might be suffering from fucking schizophrenia because you don't know.
It's ridiculous.
But even if he is.
It's the same thing that she did with Kratos. It's the same shit that she did with Kratos. When that blew up in her face, when Kratos moved to another community, all of a sudden everything that Kratos ever did was terrible.
Yeah, same thing with AJ. She was fine with everything AJ did until AJ
Yeah.
let Jessica Mesca on, and suddenly, oh, you're this horrible, fucking disgusting pervert bitch. Which, by the way, not defending AJ. Fuck AJ.
It's
Are we really now saying that people who suffer from mental illnesses shouldn't be allowed to be in the community? I mean, 21, aren't you autistic?
Yeah, there it is right there. So we shouldn't let anyone in the community in with mental illnesses? So 21, aren't you autistic? What? What the fuck? Fucking autism is not a mental illness. And second, I'm not talking about just basic fucking mental illness. I'm talking about a motherfucker who is hallucinating and is probably unaware of a lot of his actions. Someone who is not treated and is not well and needs help. You should not be promoting this person in your community in the slightest. And you are fucking ignorant to fucking try to say, oh no, it's fine. Oh no, it's fine. Because what you didn't know was there was a fucking bombshell sitting on his channel where he was torturing a dying animal as you're
Yep.
saying this, and you had no idea.
Yeah, because you couldn't just go look. No, you had to run to
And
the live stream.
I found it really fast. I found it like almost immediately when we were just scrolling through videos yesterday. I found it just right then and
Yeah.
there. It takes 2 seconds of research to find out this shit, and she just refuses to do any research. It's like, hey, there's allegations that one of your mods is being a terrible person and an animal abuser. Oh, well, fuck you. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
You're an
Fuck you.
ableist. You're an
Yep.
ableist piece of shit. But
Yep.
again, she's only doing this to try and make you the villain of her story.
Yeah.
Everything is about making you the villain of her story.
It's
Not
crazy.
about the fact that there is a mentally unstable person in her community that could possibly wind up doing something IRL to her or one of her community members. No, it's not about that. It's about the fact that you're the villain, you're evil, you're a terrible person, you're just trying to make me look bad.
Honestly, Carrie is like defending these symptoms and animal abuse in this clip because she lost her channel. Let's be real. The bitch lost her channel, so now
Yep.
everything I say is the devil, and there's no way I could be right about fucking anything. Like, I gave you a taste of your own fucking medicine when you copyright struck my channel, and suddenly me copyright striking you back is just the worst fucking thing a human on this planet could do. Oh, it is
But
ridiculous.
let's not forget, Carrie, you're the one that started that flagging war.
Yep. Yep.
You started it.
You went after Jim Manning,
Now,
you went after Oh Snap, and then you went after me.
Yep.
That's
You
three
started it.
copyright strikes, and then you received 3 copyright strikes. So bye, bitch. And the fact that she
Yep.
always talks about it is just her admitting that she's ban evading. I feel like YouTube's gonna
Yep.
catch on at some point.
Some point.
Yeah, fuck
But
your channel, bitch.
it's just it's like she constantly likes to talk shit about you, be like, oh my god, I got back up to these high numbers in such a short time, and it's just like, yeah, but whose channel has never been banned and is monetized right now? Gee, I wonder.
I never did care about numbers. Having low
Yeah, I
numbers
know,
makes it
but
easier to have
Carrie's obsessed with numbers.
Oh yeah, having low numbers means it's easier for me to have 21 viewers. So
Yeah, I mean, YouTube really doesn't give a shit about you making another account. They don't care. It's just when you try to monetize that account that they care. That they start caring. YouTube, you can we've seen it with Shani so many times. How many channels is Shani on? What number channel is Shani on now? Hell, Hussey is on like what, channel number 15?
oh yeah, and Carrie is definitely gonna. Once this is over, Carrie's gonna do a stream reacting to this. She's a fucking
Yep.
pussy. She's here right now. I guarantee it. She's here watching this right now. She can't
I
help
mean, she is
herself.
your number one viewer.
Yep. Come the fuck
She's
up,
your
bitch.
number. She's your number one fan. 21.
Yep. Who the fuck is tagging me?
Oh Lord.
Oh lord.
Oh, people
People
tagging
are,
you.
dude,
Oh
fucking
shit.
Mouseies. The Discord's blowing up with Mousy. Oh god. Yeah, I guarantee Carrie's here right now. And here's the thing: every time this shit happens, like something like this happens, I end up feeling bad when I shouldn't. But like I feel bad about Dashton. I feel bad for all the people that were offended. I feel bad. There are times where I feel bad for Carrie. I don't know. I don't want to try to say that I'm this great person who cares about everybody, but I don't know. A lot of times I I do care when stuff happens. Like the whole Dashton thing made me really upset. Like today I felt really bad. He was crying on stream. I I felt really bad about that. That's one of the reasons I'm even streaming right now, so I could set it straight that I don't mean any ill will against him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Carrie should come on panel since she has a lot to talk about, and she's going to continue to
Yep.
talk about it. Like
Mhm.
she avoids me everywhere she goes. I once tried to join up on AJ's panel to talk to her. She dipped, and then she talks all this shit. So please, Carrie, instead of just talking all that shit, just come up on fucking panel. Come up on panel and fucking talk about it. Because you
Yeah, I
obviously
mean,
really want
if
to.
if you're if you're scared of being dogpiled, I'll leave. No problem. No issue.
Yeah, I've been
I'll go.
extending a fucking olive branch to actually do a one-on-one for a long fucking time.
And
So,
it's just
and
like, and I
I've
mean,
even
it's weird because she's always talking about you on her channel. She won't let you up on panel, even though you're like, I'll go up on panel.
well, I've been on panel a couple times, but every time either threatens to kick me off or won't play my evidence or lets
Yeah.
a whole fucking panel of people on.
And it's just like, dude, just go up on panel. God damn it. Just go up on panel. This back and forth over community tab posts and comment sections and shit is just fucking retarded. It's
And then her
childish.
trying to
It's fucking stupid.
And then her trying to say if I should have reached out to her privately. Fuck you. I've been reaching out to you privately since this fucking started. Literally, the beef between me and you started when I came up when I you asked for evidence of wrongdoing in your chat and I showed it to you in DMs and you freaked the fuck out and claimed I was blackmailing you. And I was like, "Oh, okay, so you're just a piece of shit." So I started calling you out publicly instead. I've been trying to make it up and make it right, trying to make it private. You didn't listen. I called you out privately about Kratos. What did you do? You freaked the fuck out. And I even try to see things your way. I even try to see things your way and maybe see if maybe I was wrong. There have been times where I came to you and came to your little community to see if maybe I was wrong. Maybe there is something I'm not seeing. Maybe there is something I'm not understanding. Maybe I'm wrong. And then after a good 3 or 4 months, I realized no, I was right. I was absolutely right, and so I came back to calling you out. Like I
Yeah.
always joke, oh, if so I told some idiot, you give me $25, I'll start calling out Carrie again. I was going to do that either fucking way. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean,
during the time where I
it's
was
just like,
sorry,
go ahead.
during my time where I was trying to see things her way and maybe see if I was wrong. That was when she said that was when she said the thing about Rev and the 13-year-old and 8-year-old thing. And I went to her in DMs and I was like, "Why did you say that?" Taco Tuesday, Shaw absolutely apologized. I've seen her apologize numerous times, publicly and privately. So kindly fuck off.
Here's the beautiful thing, Taco. After I apologized, I haven't said it since.
Unlike Carrie.
But yeah, Carrie actually is channeling her inner G-man right now, because she wants to control the narrative.
Yeah.
That's the reason why she won't come up here with you, is because when she's over here on your channel, she can't control what is played, what is shown, everything else. She has to be able to do that, which is why she will only panel up on her own channel or on channel of people who defend her.
Hello, Ketamine. But yeah, she's never gonna try to see the other side of things. She's never gonna change. She's never gonna panel up unless she can control the panel. She doesn't want a mediator. Like, and it pisses me off that she goes to everybody's chats but mine. She'll go to fucking Slayer Chow or some idiot. Oh, that pisses me off. But anyway,
I mean, here's the thing though. I've offered to just offer a channel for everybody to come in and just air their grievances. Everybody, not just Carrie, not just you. I'm talking like Carrie, Jules, 21, Geek Room, all the people who are, in this little internet slap fight. I've offered to be like, hey, y'all can come up on my channel and just yell at each other. That's fine. I'll sit back and just let y'all do your thing. I won't say a goddamn thing. And the only time I'll stop
Yeah,
is
I'm
when there's
retarded. I'll
doxing
bet
involved. If
money on
someone
it right
decides should
now.
they want to pull up a dox
At
of
Petanol
somebody,
Clinic, Super
start
Chef
talking
is
about doxing shit, then that's when I'll
$4.99.
silence you. But other than that, y'all can sit there and have your little internet slap fight.
thank you so much for the 4.99 Ketamine. Hey, could you entertain the stream for a moment? I gotta do something real quick. Take me like less than a minute.
Shit. Hey guys, 21's gone. Let's break out the hookers and coke. Let's go. But no. The problem is that most people don't know this, but I was actually one of Carrie's mods. I was one of her first mods when she first started her channel. Yeah, it's boring and repetitive. We know everything's boring and repetitive to you, Scientist Sam. But I told Carrie numerous times, as someone who is a troll, I have told Carrie on numerous occasions that she needs to ignore what people are saying about her. She doesn't need to respond to it. She doesn't need to continue on it. She doesn't need to bring it up, make it a big deal, because she's simply giving the trolls what they want. And her skin is not thick enough to handle it. Her skin is just not thick enough to handle it. It's not. And the more that she continues to constantly bring up what other people are saying about her, the more people are going to say about her,
I'm back.
because it's getting the reaction that people want. And I don't know how many times I told her this before I finally was just like, yeah, bitch ain't listening.
We
Welcome
are
back,
Charlie
21.
Kirk.
Everybody, put away the hookers and blow. 21's back.
You can do the blow. That's okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and play more of what Carrie says here.
Can I do the hookers?
Mute your mic.
I mean, as someone with autism, I would think that you would be empathetic and understanding of people.
That is crazy to try to say that I'm ableist and I'm like ignorant when she's going around saying shit like schizophrenia and autism are on the same fucking tier. That is stupid as fuck. Like she is so stupid that she's like accidentally going back to like late 1800s, 1900s style pseudoscience because back when people didn't know shit about autism before it got like an official diagnosis, they called it a form of schizophrenia when it very obviously is not. Like Carrie is so stupid, we're going back in time.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
I mean, it's like Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder, not a mental illness. It's just like saying that somebody with Down syndrome is the same as someone who has schizophrenia.
Right.
Similar issues. Both are developmental disorders. Although technically Down syndrome is also a genetic disorder, but it still affects development, just like autism affects brain development.
It just blows my mind that you think that you have the right to say this shit. And that you even think like this. So just let it keep going, because he talks about it.
At some point, so everybody can use them. Oh, by the way, calling me he getting transphobic on me. Every fucking time. Every fucking time, dude. Bitch can't help herself. Anyway. Dashton, I think, is schizophrenic. I really
admit
think the
I
guy's
have,
not.
again, a little bit of a delay because I'm also trying to listen to what she says on the stream. But I admit that there have been a few times where I've slipped up and I've said he when referring to you, but then I'll correct myself. I'll be like, no, it's she. And I've done the same thing with a friend of mine who just recently came out as transgender.
I understand you're doing that accidentally. Yeah. Carrie has come out and said she does it on purpose until she gets called out for it by her friends. Then she's like, "Oh, it was an accident. It was an accident." Oh Lord, stupid as fuck. Also, ketamine. I wouldn't say I'm high intelligence. I'm just smarter than Carrie, which isn't a very high bar to clear. Actually, oh, by the way, did you see I'm sharing the screen in the Discord?
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. I'm sharing the screen in the Discord, so you don't have to just watch the stream itself.
Okay.
I just did intro to psychology, and I was just like one of the final parts of the class was reading about schizophrenia. Now I will say it was cringe to say while arguing about this that I took a psych class. That does not make me an expert. My point was that I had just read about symptoms of schizophrenia that I weren't aware were symptoms. Like I literally read that like childlike goofiness and wonder, like that's a symptom. Like just because you have childlike whimsy does not mean that you're schizophrenic, but it is a common symptom, like common enough for them to actually like put it in the textbook about it. I'm not an expert. I'm not claiming to be. I just read it in a fucking book while going to college. Something Carrie doesn't know anything about.
Oh,
oh wait, I just realized real quick. I need to put on my. Fuck it.
Put on your Minecraft music.
It already plays most of this, so I'm not gonna bother.
Took a class, guys. He took a class, so now he can diagnose people online and decide whether or not they're mentally well enough. Did Shani live call today? I slept a lot. No, she's been gone all day. Nothing from Shani except for a picture of Chris. We're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen there, what might be going down. So now I'm covering some other stuff just cause.
Well, here's the thing, Rancid. She's not even saying that like. She's not even trying to imply that me being autistic means that I don't have empathy. She's trying to claim that I should have empathy because she thinks autism itself is a mental disorder or a mental illness. Because she's a dumbass. She's not even like trying to say that we're low empathy. She's just a fucking dumbass.
So continuing on here, 21. This is just, it's beyond. I really, really can't believe that you are so ignorant. I mean, the things that you're saying here, it's
Realize it really applies to Dashton. Dude's got hallucinations. He's got delusions. I found out apparently that like childlike silliness, that goofiness he has, that's part of it too. I never would have thought about that, but I read about that in the fucking textbook. Or judgments, like the dude literally was asking cops about their birth chart signs as they were arresting his boyfriend. He cut off his own pubes and slapped him on a
oh my
doll,
gosh,
and
I
Carrie.
can't believe it. I can't.
So I just saw. I was looking at Carrie's community post she did a little bit ago, and someone
Yeah.
commented saying, "I have schizophrenia. We get looked at like we're freaks. Thank you for understanding." To which Carrie responded saying, "I know how it feels. No one should be judged for suffering from a mental illness. It's not who we are, just something we deal with." Carrie, stop trying to compare your basic anxiety disorder and OCD to schizophrenia. Stop.
I
Don't
mean,
fucking. Ugh.
I have the generalized anxiety disorder, depression, you know, stuff, the normal gamut of mental illnesses. I would never in my wildest fucking dreams say that I understand what a person who has any type of schizophrenia is going through. It's
This bitch
not the
is.
same.
She's compared her basic anxiety disorder to fucking cancer more than once. I found a post where she says, Why don't we treat anxiety like cancer?" And then when I called her out on it, she defended that claim.
Because cancer can fucking kill you.
You're not going to die from having a fucking panic attack or an anxiety attack. Oh god.
I mean, I am all about making, normalizing, not stigmatizing people who have mental illnesses. However, I'm also the type of person who's like, you still need to get that shit treated. It's not a reason for you to exhibit bad behavior because there are ways to have that mental illness treated. I am all for not, finding not for the words are hard. I am all f- I'm all for not, finding out if I find out that someone I love has schizophrenia, I'm all for not, saying that they need to go to a fucking asylum or something. But if they're exhibiting harmful behavior like torturing animals and having vivid hallucinations of that type, then I'm going to encourage them to be like, yeah, you need to get some fucking help.
And I would like to say to the person who actually said that in Carrie's comments, I am very sorry if what I said
But yeah, it's
made
Bucky actually said something good. He said it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility.
right.
And if you are on a level where you cannot conceptualize that you do have issues that you need to address, then the people around you need to step up and be like, "Hey, you have issues that you need to address."
Yeah. And I would like to
I
apologize to
mean,
anybody
why
who
is it that everybody's calling out 21 for this, but yet we don't for actually bringing this to the forefront, but we condemn Jason for enabling Shanny's behavior. Because, I mean, a lot of people said that. A lot of people were like, when she was going on her whole scree about William, everybody was like, well, Jason, why don't you call the ambulance? And he was like, I'm not going to call the ambulance. It's, if there are issues that need to be addressed, the people who are in that person's life need to step up and be like, hey, you need to go get some help.
yeah. But like I was saying, I apologize if I made it if I said something that made it sound like I was trying to call
I,
schizophrenic people freaks or anything like that. That is not my intention in the slightest. I'm really sorry if that's how it came off.
I couldn't
That's
hear you
not.
for a second because
Oh,
I got to plug
I,
my
I was I was
headphones back in.
apologizing. I was apologizing, saying that if what I said made it, if what I said came off as me trying to say that schizophrenic people are freaks, that's not what I was trying to say at all. And I am very sorry if that's
No,
how it came off.
yeah, if it came out as saying that schizophrenics or freaks. They're not. They can't help the stuff that they do, but it is still on them or the people around them to get them proper treatment and help so they do not suffer from these hallucinations, delusions, and potentially harmful behavior.
Yeah. All right. You gotta say.
I can't believe it. Dashton asked the police officer if he could do their birth chart? Get him off the internet now!
By the way, in that video, his boyfriend is literally being arrested and taken to jail, and Dashton stops the cop who's arresting him to ask for his birth chart. That's not normal. That's
No,
not. That is not. That is not well functioning behavior.
no. Not in the least.
Like, what? All the things you just listed are not harming anyone.
Oh, so the mouse crushing wasn't harming anybody?
Crushing a mouse, crushing a mouse, and playing with its corpse didn't harm the mouse. Good to know. Good to know. Oh,
That mouse is alive and fine and living its best life.
he was absolutely harming people when he was screaming at children on the street after harassing some guy. Like this guy was walking down the street and Dashton was like, "What's your birthday?" And the guy said, "Leave me alone." So Dashton goes, "Well, you don't have to be a fucking son of a bitch about it." And then like children from the neighborhood walked by, and he was like, "What are you doing here? Why you support this fucking asshole?" And it's like, God, dude, there's just kids walking by, man. There was in the other video that I watched, he was yelling at kids too, because like one guy on a bike said, "You best leave me alone now," and then Dashton was like asking little kids in their yard if what about their birthday, and it's like, no, that's not good. That's not good. Like leave him alone, man. And I don't think he understands that that's not appropriate behavior. Like it's just not. But Carrie's like, nope, it's fine. He's not harming anybody.
It's
Who
beautiful.
cares?
Who cares? She says.
Just because someone has hallucinations or delusions, childlike silliness, poor judgment, that doesn't mean they don't belong in the community.
It absolutely does.
Yes.
This is a terrible and toxic community.
Yes, this is a cesspool of a community. And I should know, I'm in it. But this is a horrible fucking community, especially for people who are that mentally unstable. Which again is another reason why a lot of the reaction channels would not platform William, would not let him on their streams. They didn't want to talk to him. Carrie likes to say, "Oh well, you're just you." She likes to talk about how you were Anja's second choice to send that shit to, but it's like you guys were William's last choice.
No, they weren't even a choice. They weren't even a choice. TJ had to go to him.
Yeah. I mean, it's like everybody else had already told him, like all the other like really OG Shanny commentators, you know, like Jules, Burnt Toast, BGTV, they had already told William, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Because this community is a toxic cesspool and it is not the place to process childhood trauma.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. What do you think? You just think people that suffer from this shit should be locked away somewhere?
If you're suffering from hallucinations, delusions, and poor judgment, yeah, you should be getting help somewhere. Probably a hospital. You should definitely be talking to a doctor about it. Not going into Carrie's Discord. Like, come on, man. This is such a fucking stupid argument. She's just coming up with random bullshit to try to make me look bad.
These people are not dangerous. Just because
That did not age well. That didn't
Yeah,
age
talk
well.
talk to that mouse and talk to that fox.
Talk to the guy who claims that Dashton hit him with a car. Tell those little kids who he was screaming at in the street that this guy isn't a problem. Oh god.
like you are literally like this is the type of stigma that I have a fucking problem with.
And she
It's
says this
not
word stigma. I'm
it's
not
not stigmatizing somebody that to say that they should not be in a toxic community like this and that they should go and seek mental health help. That is not stigmatizing a mental illness. That is promoting and encouraging mental health.
exactly. And she says I hate this word stigma because she's thinking about herself. She's thinking about mental health stigma towards her fucking basic ass anxiety.
Yeah. I
She
don't care if someone
wants.
calls me a depressed, anxious piece of shit. That's on you. I take mood stabilizers.
I mean, people said this so many times. She wants to be disabled so bad. She wishes she could have some fucking problem that she can go, oh, I have this, I have that. Oh, I wish people would be nice to me because of my problems. Like fucking shanty type shit.
I mean, it's like I don't expect anybody to be nice to me because I have depression, generalized anxiety. Hell, I don't want people to be nice to me because I have multiple sclerosis. You guys can be a bitch to me. I don't fucking care.
Hmm.
Because you are making this like this is some kind of dangerous thing. And the fact is, most people that suffer from schizophrenia are not violent, they are not dangerous, they don't hurt anyone. The type of shit
That
you're
doesn't
attacking.
mean all.
Yeah, I like that. Like my point wasn't even saying like honestly. I feel like I just shouldn't have brought up schizophrenia to begin with, but because then it just got construed into me being ableist. But like I really wanted to say that this guy's not well. He's sick. Like he's
Yeah,
untreated
he needs
schizophrenic.
help.
He's he,
He needs help.
he's untreated. That was my point. He's untreated and he's not well. And I'm not sure. There are plenty of people who get help or may not even need help who just live life healthily. He's not one of them. Like my point isn't, oh, he's a fucking freak. Get him out. Get that weirdo out of here. Like, no, he's sick. He doesn't need to be here. This is
Yeah,
hurting him. This is harmful. When we saw that today, that when he
definitely.
finally did get when he did end up getting shunned for what he did, you cried. You freaked out on stream, which is exactly what I didn't want. That was the opposite of what I wanted.
Attaching to it, you're making it sound scary.
It is scary.
And truth be told, in my worst times with my own mental health, because I suffer from OCD as well as anxiety and other things, but when it was at its worst and before I had, went to a doctor and started getting treated and doing things about it, there were some things that I had what you could call delusions about. And I was very paranoid about being sick.
No,
And
no,
so
no. OCD. You weren't delusional. You were just paranoid. You were upset. You were anxious. You weren't delusional. Like, yeah, I think that OCD could cause certain thoughts that might seem delusional, but you're not delusional like someone with untreated schizophrenia. Stop trying to
Yeah,
compare yourself to it.
you're not filming yourself pointing your camera out a window telling a stalker to go away and there's nobody there.
And if you were Carrie, if you were on that level, I tell you the same fucking thing. And if you were at Dashton's level, I wouldn't cover you.
Yeah.
I'd leave you the fuck alone, and I tell other people to leave you the fuck alone.
I mean, there's a very good reason why I did like one stream on Adrastia and then I haven't covered her since. It's because she is clearly a very mentally unwell person.
Yeah.
I would constantly be looking, like Googling symptoms and, reading into every little thing like that. And, that like it was not great. It wasn't good, right? It wasn't like looking back now, I can see that I was, not necessarily
Honestly, this is like comparing, like, if you were to go up to, if you broke your leg and walked around on crutches, this would be like if you walked up to someone in a wheelchair and said, "I get it, I get it." Like, no, you have a fucking anxiety disorder. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's.
Stop trying to compare yourself
I
to
mean,
to schizophrenia.
yeah. To embellish on the example, it's like you break your leg, you're on crutches, and you walk up to someone who has no legs in a wheelchair and say, "Yeah, dude, I get where you're coming from. I get you,
Yeah,
bro."
it's gross. Carrie is an ignorant, gross bitch. Always has been. And unfortunately, probably always will be. And bitch, if you want to fucking come up on panel, I've offered it a million times. Feel free.
Yep,
living in
I'll duck out.
reality about it or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like I was seeing people that weren't there or anything like that, but in the sense of reading into things that weren't happening and, obsessively,
Wait,
um, you
holy
know,
shit, Carrie, were you saying that you weren't having actual like hallucinations?
Almost
Because
like
that's
you're
one of the things
not.
that we pointed out. It's one of the things that was pointed out is that Dashton is having active visual and auditory hallucinations, and he documents them on YouTube, which from a case study perspective is fascinating, but it's also very disturbing from like a moral standpoint. Um,
He told his
you
audience.
cannot what?
He told his audience today that he has met Jesus and hopes to do so again in his living life.
Yeah,
That's
Carrie,
not good.
you can't compare an OCD driven hypochondriac episode to having active auditory and visual hallucinations.
It's just not the same
Yeah,
ballpark in the slightest.
no, it's not.
Like, there are doctors who specialize in each of these, and if you went to a doctor who deals with schizophrenia and said, I have an anxiety disorder, I have OCD," they'd be like, "Okay, not my office, thank you."
Yep.
God, man, it's crazy.
Oh,
thinking about things and like, being very focused on my like body and my heart rate and things like that. Like it was hard for me to get out of that kind of thinking or whatever. So, anyway, long story short, there were some things like that I suffered from. And that definitely, I don't think, should mean that shouldn't be allowed to be online, to be on the internet, to be in communities and talk to other people.
Oh crap. Okay, hold up, y'all. Okay, so
So,
my headphones that I'm actually using as a microphone are about to die. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. We could go over this again at some point, but for now, I think I'm gonna hop off. Thank you guys so much for the support and for coming by. Thank you to everybody who came and um, wanted to express their opinions on the matter and wanted to talk to me about it. I appreciate that too. I appreciate the people who came to actually, talk to me about this stuff and wanted to tell me how they felt about it. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm gonna go and hop off because my headphones are almost dead and I won't be able to talk to you guys if my headphones die. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off.